Hey everybody, Tom Barnes, Stories from the 78 here in the South Loop, right at Cernak and Wabash. And when it's essential February day here in Chicago, it's kind of cold, you don't really want to go anywhere, so you want some comfort food. So why not top this mac and cheese right here on Cermak, Chef Damarr, who has been making food since he was a kid with his grandmother, his aunt, and his mom, back in Harvey, has brought his talents through the culinary world that is Chicago and has this new spot here in the South Loop. So we're gonna go and talk to him about the different varieties you have, because this is not mac and cheese like you're thinking of. This is like mac and cheese on steroids. It's fantastic. So we're gonna go in and talk to him now. That is the story from this 78. You know what they say about saying cheese? It's because you're taking a picture and you're usually pretty happy. So when you say cheese here, you're definitely happy. Lots of food here. I have Chef. You like what I did there, Chef? Chef Damarr.
That was good.
That's what I can come up with in 2 seconds. But anyway, Chef, congratulations. This has been here since November
Yes.
of 2022 here in the South Loop, and people are loving it. But give me a little bit about your background, because
Sure.
I mean you got some decent accolades, sir. So I want to be sure that we mention the James Beard semifinalist nod for you as well.
Well, thank you. That's very exciting. A little background. I started at MK 2011, around 13 years ago, with my mentor and chef, Erick Williams. I worked there for 7 years and kind of grew as a cook and as a person. Moving on from there, I worked with Royce Oil Group for a little while, and then I came back home to Virtue when Chef Williams decided to open in, was that November of 2017, I believe. So it's been around 4 years. Things have been going really well. Since then, we've opened Mustard Seed, Daisy's Po' Boy, and Top This Mac and Cheese, which is a collaboration between him and I over a special nostalgic bond over mac and cheese and the things that you can do with it. So now we're doing all these things with it, and it's going pretty well. We're excited about it.
But I love that the fact that Virtue in Hyde Park there, a lot of the restaurants are on the south side of the city, which, I feel like some of the best, if not, well, not all the best, obviously, but a lot of some great food is from the south side or born on the south side, brought to downtown and spread out other places. But you mentioned growing up in Harvey and getting inspiration with your aunt, your mother, your grandmother, and just taking something that was very comfort related as far as food and making it something that started off, like making it for the staff at dinner, and it kind of evolved from there, and you perfected it over, about a year?
It's
the mac and
quite
cheese
a few
part, right?
years, right. So I made mac and cheese in restaurants for a staff meal or comida over and over and over again, and I would ask for feedback, and I would just take notes on what people liked and didn't like, how it would set over time, how long it would stay hot, how long it would stay creamy, and
That's a lot of note-taking.
I just kind of figured out what really worked and what was agreeable to the largest amount of people, and I got this recipe, which I was very excited about, and this is what I've been using for quite a few years now. But it took me quite a while to get to this. Yeah.
And we're right here on the South Loop. You share a space with
Mustard Seed Kitchen,
next
which
to-
is a takeout kitchen. Just when you're getting off work, you can pick up dinner for the family. There's a lot of different options, healthy options as well, and the neighborhood's been really excited to have it a part of it. So,
And you
feels
can't
what
go
it
wrong
does.
with mac and cheese. And
Yes.
you have made a plethora of options here. Hitting it hard with the first one. Talk about them. Just go down in order, if you would, just to talk about these things. But I'm just going to pan over here.
Sure. So we have the teriyaki pork belly, which is pork belly that's been deep fried and braised, and then it's tossed in this really beautiful sauce. We have our buffalo shrimp. We have a mac and cheese that is topped with ham and peas that feels really nostalgic.
That is very old school nostalgic.
Yeah.
I love it. That reminds me of growing up. I mean, when my mom had, kind of limited leftovers, as you would
Absolutely.
say. This is what you would make, and it was always fantastic.
And we have our blackened shrimp here. Over here we have roasted vegetables, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, and broccoli over mac and cheese. This is our deep fried shrimp. Then we have a blackened chicken. We have a roast beef and au jus. We have,
Which
of
is
course,
a total Chicago thing,
right.
right?
We're in Chicago, so we have to represent. We have buffalo chicken here, and then of course we have the classic bacon topped mac, because everybody loves that.
Yeah, and I was not to put you on the spot, Chef, but you got to have a favorite, right? Like, what's your favorite?
You know,
Favorites, maybe.
I really like the buffalo chicken. I like hot sauce and mac and cheese. That's a thing. I enjoy eating chicken as well, and I think it's fried really well. I really enjoy the teriyaki pork belly. It's so flavorful, and I just love the sheen of it and the way it looks. I think they're all delicious. You know, they're about a pound of food before you put the toppings on, so they're definitely shareable. But I really
You say a pound of food.
a pound, 16 whole ounces. That's before you kind of.
And then you got the
Everything
second
else
meal
on
on top of it.
Yeah, yeah. So they're great for sharing and
And-
leftovers.
And you mentioned your accolades earlier. So these toppings are not something that were also just thought up really quickly or use some random, like you put a lot of thought and effort into each of the toppings as well as the mac and
Absolutely.
cheese recipe. So you're getting top-notch food on top of a recipe that goes back to your roots as a kid growing up to your family.
Yeah, Chef Erick Williams and I worked on all of these together, and it's kind of played around what we thought would be cool and what was nostalgic for us. And we figured out, I believe, these 14 things that we really liked. And so far, people are agreeing with us, so it's great.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
That people are liking it for sure. And your carryout. We're in the space right now. People can kind of come in and grab and go. And if people want to order ahead of time, I'm guessing that's probably the best thing. Or they can come here and order, but ahead of time, what's the
Yeah,
best way?
you can order online. We are on Uber Eats now. You can definitely walk in if you like and wait for a little bit. But yeah, there's tons of options of how to get the mac and cheese. Yeah.
And as far as the social media, I know that you have a following on social media. Why don't you give that out there just so people can follow along with all the other creations that you might be coming up with here
Yes,
in
it's
the future?
Top This Mac and Cheese. We've been getting a following there. You can also follow me at Damarr and Chef Erick Williams at Chef Erick Williams. All of our sites are connected, and we post about everything that we're doing and what we're working on currently.
Yes. Top This since November of 2022 here in the South Loop and beyond. Congratulations, Chef, and best of luck to you with that whole James Beard thing that you have going on. I don't want to
Well,
jinx
thank
anything.
you.
I don't want to make it and put you on the spot anymore, but that's an honor in itself, so congratulations.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely. All right, that is Top This Mac and Cheese, Tom Barnish, Chicago at gmail.com. If you have a suggestion for a story from the 78, or go to the website storiesfromthe78.com. We'll see you later, everybody.